Hello everyone, so this is my first video on YouTube and I want to introduce myself. My name is Arya Nugraha, my student number ID is 434-234-0220-24156. I'm from class management F semester 2. I am currently studying at STY Pasundan. STY Pasundan, officially known as Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Pasundan, is a private higher education institution located in Bandung, West Java, Indonesia. Established in 1979, STY Pasundan has a strong commitment to providing quality education in the fields of economy and business. The campus is located at Turangga Street, number 37 to 41, Bandung. STY Pasundan is accredited by BANPT and offers various undergraduate and postgraduate programs. The Roman economy, trade, tax, and financial power. Trade. Trade was a vital aspect of the Roman economy, acting as a significant catalyst for the empire's prosperity, growth, and cultural exchange. The economic system of the Roman Empire was a complex and diverse one, and trade played a central role. It is functionally an expansion. The interests of the Roman trade system were facilitated by several factors, including the establishment of a sophisticated road network, the strategic use of the Mediterranean Sea, and the era of relative peace and stability, known as the Pax Romana. The Romans were master engineers. The roads, famous for their durability, straightness, and extensive reach, were integral to the empire's commercial success. Road networks, often constructed for military purpose, inadvertently served as a boon to trade. They connected furthest corner of the empire from the cold frontiers of Britain in the north to the desert of Egypt to the south, the rocky landscape of Spain in the west to the ancient civilization of Persia. In the east, the Roman roads allow for the efficient transport of goods over long distance, making trade between disparate regions of the empire not just possible, the commonplace. The construction of roads was no small feat, requiring significant resources and labor. Still, their presence facilitate a level of connectivity that significantly enhanced the empire's capacity for trade. As we delve deeper into the Roman economy, alongside the road network, the Mediterranean Sea served as a crucial artery of trade in the Roman Empire, often referred to as Major Nostrum or RC. By the Romans, the Mediterranean was central to Roman identity and power, with its large navy and numerous well-positioned seaports. Rome efficiently exploited the sea for commerce. Goods could be transported by sea far more cheaply and in larger quantities than overland, and the proximity of numerous provinces to the Mediterranean coast made it a practical and efficient means of transport. The Mediterranean was not just a route for trade, however, it also played a significant role in Rome's cultural and economic integration. Good people and ideas move along these sea roads contribute to the exchange, the spirit of culture, philosophies, religion, and knowledge across different parts of the empire. The period of relative stability and peace known as the Pax Romana further bolstered the condition necessary for thriving trade this era, spanning from the reign of Augustus in the 1st century BCE to the death of Marcus Aurelius in 180 CE, was marked by minimal military expansion and general internal stability. The Pax Romana provided a safe environment for commerce to flourish. Traders and merchants could conduct their business with the reasonable assurance of safety without the frequent disruption of war or the threat of inflation, this stability coupled with the standardized legal system and common currency create a conducive environment for trade and economic growth. The Roman Empire was a hub of commercial activity, importing and exporting, array for goods, fine, pottery, and glass were highly prized, and were often imported from the eastern provinces. Goods value for their beauty and craftsmanship found market across the empire, while another key commodity was primarily produced in Gaul, modern-day France and Italy, and was a staple of Roman diet and culture of oil an essential item. In Roman cooking, lighting, and body care was mainly produced in Spain. In the province of the North Africa, Spain, with its rich mineral resources, was a key supplier of silver, while Britain was known for its tin and iron. Egypt and North Africa, with their fertile land nourished by the Nile and other river systems, were the empire's breadbasket, producing the vast quantities of grain needed to feed the massive population of Rome. The grain dole, a form of welfare system in the city of Rome, relied heavily on this import. Slavery was another grim but significant part of the Roman economy. People from all corners of the empire. Taxes. Taxes were an integral part of the economic structure of the Roman Empire. The system of taxation was complex, reflecting the diverse and expansive nature of the empire itself, and had far-reaching impact on Roman society. In the Roman provinces, tax collection was often overseen by Roman officials known as procurators. These were typically equestrian rank officials appointed by the emperor who managed the financial affairs of the province. They were responsible for assessing and collecting tax and ensuring they were sent to Rome. These tax collectors would bid on contract to collect tax in a particular area. They paid an upfront sum to the state and then sought to recoup their investment plus a profit by collecting tax from the local population. There were various types of tax levied by the Roman states, and tribute to him or land tax was one of the most common forms of taxation. This tax was crucial in provinces like Egypt and North Africa, where fertile land provided substantial agricultural revenue. Another significant tax was the tributum capitis or poll tax. This was tax on individuals levied based on their ability to pay in the province. It was often a flat tax paid by every adult regardless of their income or social status. However, Roman citizens, particularly those living in Italy, were often exempt for this tax custom. Duties known as praetoria were also an important source of revenue or entering the city of Rome. In addition to this regular tax, the Roman state can also demand tribute, especially for newly conquered territories or vassal states. This could be in the form of cash payment, provision for the Roman army, or contribution of manpower of military service. It financed the Roman military, paying for soldier salaries, equipment, and the various costs of waging campaign. It also funded social welfare programs such as the Grain Dolarum, which provide free or subsidized grain to the city inhabitants. However, taxation also had its adverse effect. It could be a heavy burden, especially on the poor segment of society, and could exacerbate social and economic inequalities. The outsourcing of the tax collection to publicani often led to abuse and corruption, with some tax collectors known for their method. Furthermore, high tax rates could discourage trade and economic activity, and the resentment against heavy taxation could sometimes fuel social unrest and rebellion. Financial power in the Roman Empire was unequally distributed, influenced by various social classes from the emperor and senator to merchant and peasant. The Roman financial system was advanced for this time, featuring private bank, money lending, and a complex coinage system with strict state control. Despite law on interest, usury was widespread and often abused. Economic instability arose from currency devaluation and inflation, contributing to the crisis of the third century. Wealthy elites like senator and equestrian held significant financial and political influence, while soldiers could gain wealth through war and imperial gifts. In contrast, most citizens, especially peasant workers and slaves, lived with minimal financial security and were highly vulnerable to economic shifts. This deep inequality raises an important historical question. Could be better financial system and fairer wealth distribution have altered the fate of the Roman Empire? Of our brief explanation of the Roman economy, covering trade, taxation, and the financial power that helped build one of history's greatest empires. We understand that this material may not be perfect, and there are certainly more details that could be explored. For any shortcoming in the content or delivery, we sincerely apologize. We hope this presentation will still helpful and give you a clearer picture of how the Roman economy worked, both as a source of strength and eventually a cause of decline. Thank you for watching.